dear student, welcome back. You are here with me again with new video, and today's video is about two women, Zitkalasa and Bama. Zitkalasa and Bama belongs to the marginalized community. What are these marginalized community? Marginalized communities are those communities who are belongs to lower strata and that section of the society who are deprived of the basic and the main facilities which rest enjoyed with privilege. Because both women belongs to the marginalized and the lower strata, they suffer a lot with discrimination. What kind of discrimination was that? Yes, dear student, this is a lesson where these two women are looking back to their childhood, where they are looking back to their relationship with the mainstream and how they react and how they felt when they come to know about these discriminations and when they saw and when they feel all these things. In the memories of childhood, in the first section you will see that how Zitkalasa, and in the second section and Bama, how they felt and how they react with the situations. Let's start with the first one, the Zitkala. Right? Zitkalasa was extremely talented and educated Native American woman. And as far as the women's concern and women's situation in the America at that time, it was so worse. Because whites was so much prejudices against these Native Americans women, their culture and their status. Zitkala's real name was Gertrude Simone Bonin, who born in 1876 in Native America. She was very educated, she was very brilliant and very talented woman. Right? But Zitkala was just her pen name, which she has adopted with her writing, which she started in 1900 by publishing an article against the school where she received her education. Yes, I'm talking about Carlisle Indian School, where she has felt the seed of rebellion against injustice, against traditions, culture that was likely to be taken away from them, right? And the humiliation that and the discrimination that she felt there, she write against it. Kalasa said that the first day in the land of the apple in winter cold, full of snow covered that trees which had no leaves at all. She heard the bell, ringing of the bell, which means that the student has to march toward the dining room, which doesn't mean to take and to start eating. It was just to march toward the dining room and still stand in a queue. She heard the metallic sound of this bell, which get into and which has gone into her ear, right? It has penetrated her ear, and constant sound, harsh sound of the shoes, clatter जो था वहां पे खड़खड़ की आवाज. And at the same time, there was the murmuring sound of these girls who were marching toward the dining room. And in the meantime, she heard a second well. दूसरी घंटी को सुनती है, which means that you have to pull out the chair from कहां से? Under the table. But she did just opposite of it and she sat down. But when she looked around, she saw that everyone was in a standing positions, and the pale face and the white woman जो है वहां पे she was staring her. As she was, Zitkala was likely to get up and to stand up. The third well taps, which means to sit down and start taking your breakfast. But instead of sitting down, she stand up. She feels so much humiliated. So, the modern style of dressing and clothing in those Indian girls was so immodestly dressed up. She had a dress and the shoes and a dress which was so much clinging, chipki hui, right? Which was so immodest to put on, right? Zudbin knew the English word. Overheard the white women who were talking about Zitkalasa that they want to cut her hair. And here Zitkala's mother usually and used to say her that short and shingles hair possess those who are mourner, or those who are cowardice, and or those who have been captured by enemy soldiers. उनके छोटे बाल कर दिए जाते हैं. Initially, to avoid this situation, she hid herself under the bed. But very soon she was dragged out of this place and tied to the chair. She resisted. She rebelled. But all was futile. And she was tossing up, like a puppet in the air. She feels so much humiliated. She feels so much discriminated in that school. And, she was not feeling good. Right? That seed of rebellion, the seed of that, एक जो कड़वाहट जो मन में भर गई थी, वो मन में उसके लग गया. And that was sown in that early stage. But it took so much time, right? So much time to write against and to, raise voice against it. That was her pen. She used the pen to criticize these things, right? And then finally she surrendered herself, although she was mourning and she was, craving some help from some person, but none come there. Nobody come there to comfort her. Finally, surrender करती है, and now she was feeling like a little animal driven by her herders. In this way, we come to know that how white men were prejudiced about the Native Americans women, their culture, their traditions, their educations, their clothes, and their, everything. They want to transform them in the new education system, new clothes, new dressing, and new, hairstyle, and the new educations at all. Right? They want to transform them in every way. But here, Zid Kala Sahib feels so much humiliated, so discriminated. So the seed of this rebel and this revolt sown in her heart. She was determined to fight against this evil, and for this purpose she took the pen and started criticizing, first publishing an article against Carles's Indian school and its system and many other evil and dogma of the society. That's it. That was the first one. Now move to the second one. This is We Too Are Human Being, written by Zid Kala Sahib. See, we too are human being. In this section, Bama is representing an autobiographical episode of her childhood experience about humiliation, discrimination, caste system, upper caste, lower caste, the kind of humiliations that she has faced in her childhood. She said that I was just a small child. I was just in the third standard when I hardly knew anything about these things. But I felt. महसूस किया था उसने ये. Right. She said that whenever I used to go to school, I took almost half an hour to an hour to reach home. I took so much time to reach home. Why? Because there was a bazaar, and in the bazaar में क्या था? There were different kind of oddities, many novelties, right, which tethered my feet, right, which stopped me to move on. Why? क्योंकि इतनी सारी चीजें थी. There was lots of fun. That's why I always took half an hour to an hour to reach home. One day, when I was watching all these things, all these oddities, I saw a man who was coming from that bazaar's directions, and he was carrying a packet holding from the string. The way he was carrying it and the way he has hold this, it was so much amusing to see and to watch that. And he wanted to laugh so much. He was so much excited to see this. And afterward, that man, that elder, with such a respectable man of their, tribe and their caste, handed over this to a landlord who was doing nothing there, just watching the threshing. When she reached home, she explained everything to his brother with a comic detail. But brother was not happy because he knew that what was that? He said that there is upper caste and lower caste. He said that it is in existence, right? There are upper caste and lower caste, which is called untouchability in a simple way. This elder man who was carrying the packet that way holding from the string belongs to the low caste. That's why he was not allowed to touch. If he does, तो वो पलौट हो जाती, गंदी हो जाती, खराब हो जाती. And hearing these words from the brother, she was so provoked, she was so infuriated, and at that time she wanted to touch that wretched Badai straightway. But my brother narrated a very interesting story about untouchability. He said that one day when I was returning from the nearby village's library, some landlord's men were following me just to inquire about, because I was unfamiliar to them. After knowing my name, they want to know my street where I live, which means knowing the street that they would know about my caste also. There is lower caste and upper caste. His brother motivated her that if you really want to make difference in the life, if you really want to discard this evil from the society, if you want to root it out, then you have to stood fast in the class. You have to work hard. If you want to, get respect, dignity, and honor from the upper class, you have to work hard. Right? If you stand first and if you work hard, the people will become your friends, their own sake. This is the only way to get dignity, honor, and respect from the society. Yes, dear student, Bama and Zitkalasa, who belongs to the marginalized community, who belongs to the lower strata and the lower section of the society, but very educated, very aware, and very talented, who knew that these are the old-fashioned, outdated things. These are the evil, these are just the dogma which should be rooted out from the society, because they were just a small child when they have felt these things, and the seed of the rebellions has sown very early, but it took little more time to write against these evil. Yes, dear student, education is the only way out to root out this evil. Thank you.